Bonjour everyone, this is Esther Tracy. I am a freelance writer, chocolate sommelier, and the founder of 37 Chocolate, which is a chocolate education and consulting company. Today for our Tuesday video, we are reviewing, or I am reviewing really, 3 bars that were kindly gifted to me by Primo Botanica. I do have to give you that disclosure that it's a gift. The reviews expressed will be my own. And what's really cool about today's chocolate tasting is that Oliver, the founder of Primo Botanica, has actually bundled up the 3 bars that you see here into one convenient package that you can get through the link that I posted in the video description. So you can just get those 3 I'm eating today that I'm sampling, and so you can just recreate the same tasting at home. So thank you, Oliver. I see you're watching the video. Hi, Paul, as well. So a word about Primo Botanica. Primo Botanica is a chocolate it's a chocolate company, chocolate making company based in Troy, New York. So I say that with a lot of confidence, but I have no idea where Troy is. Sounds cool. The only Troy I know, they're in Europe. So anyhow, that's, I'm not going to take on that subject. Anyhow, the thing is, we've been in touch on and off for about a year. He had like a cool bar with rhubarb soda. I'm a big rhubarb person, and then I don't know what happened, but we've been on and off in touch. And I got a good vibe from Instagram. We would be exchanging emails and messages. And it's funny because I usually don't accept a free chocolate. Like, I know that sounds crazy, but like, because I feel like, you know, that's like, you have to be accountable and like do something in return. And like, but I was genuinely excited to try the chocolate, and so here I am today doing the review, and I'm really happy. So Oliver tells us that Troy is near Albany, New York. So when Oliver asked me what kind of chocolate I wanted, I said, please do not give me any single origin. And he said LOL or something along those lines. And I thought, oh, this is why we're having this discussion. Like, he's a no-nonsense type of person, or so I have gathered for our interaction. So what we're trying today, the Sesame Lioness, the spicy Molly Crisp, and the one, Cafe Superior. So all of the chocolate that you see here is vegan and gluten-free. And what else? Yes, Oliver was telling me he's really big onto sustainability. All the wrappers here that you see are compostable, and the chocolate obviously edible. So anyhow, yeah, there's a lot of consideration for Mother Nature in what Primo Botanica does. So I was thinking we could get started with actually the Sesame Lioness. I was like thinking about where should I start first. The Sesame Lioness, so this one is a 75%, or I'll let you read it. 70, I hope you can see, dark and sesame, and okay. And so on ingredients, Ecuadorian cocoa beans and butter, 63%, unrefined cane sugar, let me show you, and tahini. And then we have that something full spectrum, airy something, so lion's mane mushroom extract. So if you haven't gathered Primo Botanica, so they are botanical inspired in their inclusions. So I don't think I've ever heard of lion's mane until getting these. So I'm very curious. So in our house, we are huge tahini lovers. So tahini, for those who don't know, that's sesame paste. My oldest daughter there was a time she would go through a jar a week. So we love it. All right, so take this off. All right. So yeah, this is definitely compostable too. I noticed that the compostable wrapper has this kind of like crinkly noise. So yeah, so just throw everything in your compost bin and do it. So I'm excited about that. I think the kids are going to be happy too. All right, so okay, sometimes it's I'm trying to open this. So I did it. Okay. Start with, let me show you the color and everything. All right. Yeah, it's a nice dark chocolate. I'm not sure I smell much tahini. Let's hear the snap, because tahini would probably make it softer. Oh, it's not too bad. It's like, I mean, when I say not too bad, it is nice and snappy. Let's try this. Like, it's funny, this has a texture that makes me want to go for more. It has a nice firm snap, but there is a softness to it. That texture, the nice firm snap and that texture really is killer for me. Then you taste a nice rounded chocolate flavor. You taste a bit of the tahini, so that sesame taste, and then you left with some kind of like a little bit of acidity. So this would be great with coffee, I would imagine. I don't know if you guys have tried. I don't know, Oliver, what you have tried. That texture is extremely like, this is hard for me to stop eating it because of that texture. I mean, yeah. But definitely for me, definitely a coffee chocolate. It is not bitter. Very, I mean, I would not call that bitter. And it's funny because it is a yeah, it says 75% dark chocolate, so it is quite dark, but you wouldn't, I mean, I wouldn't guess in the blind tasting that it would be so strong. Okay, I can stop eating that one. And it's funny because, like, this is exactly the kind of chocolate I like, which is the eating chocolate, you know. Give me that slice of baguette, give me that strong flavor, tahini and chocolate together. It's not thinking too hard. It's a nice rounded chocolate flavor. It's not like this note and that note and whatever. Like, there's a time and place for the intellectual chocolate, and there's a time and place for the just rounded chocolate, no nonsense, yummy delicious, and this is it. Yeah, I'm having a hard time stopping eating that one, but I have 2 more to go through. So I really liked it. So guys, I should have bought a coffee, like a cup of coffee or some water or something. So this one I thought we were gonna do next. So Paul John has actually sent me some samples, so I've had this one. I know the coffee is quite strong, so I was hesitating like which one I should go for next. And so here we have the spicy moody crisp. And then I figured, and this one is like really coffee. I really wanted to have this as number 2 for 2 reasons. A little spiciness to wake the taste buds up, kind of break the pattern. I'm big onto breaking pattern in the tasting. Like when I host my own tastings, I really try to incorporate textures or spiciness inclusions, like, so that you don't get complacent, if that makes sense, during the tasting. So this, all right, it has toasted Mexican spices and puffed amaranth. I can only say it in French. I'm like, how do Americans say it? I don't know. They say amaranth, and then this is the moment you're supposed to say you really like my accent, please. Anyhow, so what does Oliver tells us? Reminiscent of mole, okay, flavor of Mexico. Amaranth is a steeper grain indigenous to the Americas and used frequently in Mexican countries such as alegrias. Spices we use here, hold on, let's see, maybe you can just read it. Okay, it comes from this farm. And then the cocoa beans from cacao verapaz. All right, this is code name for common cacao, which is a cold cacao broker. Oh my gosh, it's matched with the chocolate wrapper. And then the ingredients, it's gonna be easier: cocoa beans, cocoa butter, and refined cane sugar, parentheses panela. Panela is delicious, by the way. Organic amaranth seeds, Mayan spices, so Costa Rican cinnamon, Mexican vanilla, Mexican chilies, and toasted sesame. and it says mild spiciness. This is something that Oliver said to me when I was asking him about his company, and he said that he's very interested by the indigenous culture of Latin America. All right, and so I guess this is a vibrant homage to that. So, all right, this one I hope is going to be easier to open. So I'm glad this is mild spicy. Okay, so this is already has a firmer snap. Hope you can hear it. All right, and you can see. Oh man, that smell. Yeah, that's cinnamon. It's the yummy cinnamon. Oh gosh. Oh, I wish you could smell that. And you can see the amaranth here. Okay. Oh, I love the smell. So I really am a fan of crunchy things in chocolate. The amaranth is I can feel the spiciness now. There's just a little touch, so that makes it very very elegant in in the distribution. It's not too much. It doesn't taste like a candy bar. Oh, spicy. What you're tasting is a lot of fruity acidity in the front. Then I'm always looking for the amaranth when I'm like chewing. And then what you get is like spices, and the way they're opening up, I very much like it. It is not too spicy. I'm not crazy on, like, I mean, I can only do mild usually, like when when I order things at the restaurant. But this has like flavorful spices. I don't even know if I'm able to differentiate like where's the vanilla coming from or where's the cinnamon, or like, I mean, I would have to really be thinking hard about differentiating all the spices in here, but I like the way they are blending together to deliver a just like spicy experience. Like there's not one that is overpowering over the other. And yeah, and then the spicy heat level just goes down a little bit. It's a fun bar, and it's funny because what I'm seeing between the two bars, they have that signature texture. I had mentioned that before, is that I'm always looking for makers that have a signature style or texture, a very strong identity in what they do. Yeah, for like this is it's hard to explain the texture. You really have to order it and try it for yourself. But I love the ratio, like the thickness for the way the chocolate melts in your mouth is it's perfect. It's not too thick, not too thin. And again, I'm like, it's a highly like snackable, and I say that in the best possible way. Like you're like, oh, I want more, and yeah, I just kind of stop eating, which makes me question how much, if I really ate as much as I thought I did for lunch. It's funny because I like the sesame, like the Sesame Lioness I really liked, but I'm very suspicious of spicy chocolate. But I think this one, as far as spicy goes, this is a really good one. It's not trying too hard to be like this homage to the roots of chocolate. Like sometimes it's just the spice is just so much and so strong, and here it's just like, yeah, the balance of flavor is really good. And at first, when I actually first got hit by that fruity acidity at the front, I'm like, oh, I don't know, I'm gonna like this. But actually, after I went through the whole eating experience, I'm really liking this one. This is a fun bar. All right, so I don't know if you have any questions, wanted to weigh in. Yeah, I like the aftertaste. All right, so this one, Café Superior. So what does it? Okay. Oh, it's funny. So the batch, I don't know if you can see, the batch number is April 1st. So it's quite recent. And when I read what it says about the bar, in times like this, we figured it was time to make something with coffee. So I can only imagine this is a nod to what we're experiencing. So when I'm going to put that on YouTube, and people might watch this in like 2 years, we're talking about COVID-19 and the quarantine. So yes, I have been personally drinking a lot of coffee, ordering a lot of coffee from different companies. I might live this quarantine as a coffee expert, and so I appreciate blending two of my favorite food together here. Coffee and chocolate are not opposite, they complement each other. This particular coffee is roasted and sourced by Touchy Coffee, based out of Superior Merchandise, Troy, New York. Beans are grown by Lazara Perez in Huehuetenango, Guatemala, and processed by the Asdelfor Cooperative and imported through church stores. Enjoy with a light roast of cup of coffee. All right. It's a little late in the afternoon for me to have coffee because I had one a little earlier. So, but I'll try it without anything. So, all right. It's funny because the mold also is, it's a bunch of rectangles, but you don't see that in other makers somehow. And sometimes it can be hard to break the squares. These are the things after like eating 600 bars you start paying attention to, is like how easy it is to like break all the chocolate. And so when I do even like chocolate tastings, when the world is open, like, you know, it doesn't matter how easily you can cut those little squares. All right, so here it is, all tiny and cute. You smell the coffee, and it is coffee. It's third wave coffee. Coffee. This reminds me, for those of you who, I think if you know Cho, this company based in California, I think that's what their coffee chocolate tastes like. Yeah, it's coffee. If you like coffee, you will like this chocolate. It's funny because when I tried it from the sample that Paul John sent me, I felt the whole bar had a lot more acidity. I'm not tasting it today. And that's the thing that that is important to remember, is that you do not taste the same at different times of the day. I have noticed that I do not taste sweetness that much at 4 o'clock, which is when my body is really looking for sugar, like as a pick-me-up to like last till 6 o'clock or whatever. And if you are judging a bar, I always recommend to try it several times at different times of the day, to really form an opinion. Like if you, like, my taste buds are like completely fried by the end of the day. 4 o'clock, if something is sweet, it will not taste like half as sweet. The best time is around 10 o'clock. They say like first thing in the morning, I'm too groggy for that, but like the morning are usually best, I find. This is really like, it's not again, you don't taste the bitterness of the coffee. It is like, you know, I'm like, you like the coffee flavor certainly is there and strong and the whole time. This isn't something I would necessarily snack on. This might be a good companion to a croissant. Like I always quote it like the trifecta: the croissant, coffee or cappuccino and chocolate. This will be a good croissant chocolate, something to nibble on, because I like blending textures, especially at breakfast. Having a flaky croissant, a chewy chocolate, like, you know, a crunchy chocolate, something to munch on, and then your cappuccino or coffee or whatever, and there you have it. So I'm really I'm grateful, Oliver, that you sent this to me. I have to say, those 3 bars really give a good idea of the personality, the DNA of Primo Botanica. So as I may have mentioned before, if you go to the link I posted in the description of the video, you can just buy those 3 bars, you know, and like as a bundle, and so you don't have to like go seek every bar one by one. But I do think that this is a good a good bundle to experiment. So Paul is saying he likes the Cafe Superior a lot. I can see that, and it's like Paul John from Chocolatazam was doing some experimentation, has been to bar with coffee. It's like a milder version of that. I mean, I think it's funny because I think Paul like starts really seeing what you like, what you don't like. So Paul is my tasting online tasting partner. We've done a lot of videos together. Yeah, I can really see you liking that. So there you have it, Primo Botanica. And I hope you had fun watching this. Thank you so much, Oliver, for sending those to me. I wish you all the best, and I'll see you on Thursday at 3 p.m. Eastern Time for another video. And this one will be featuring whatever I have left of delicious chocolate that was shared by Enna Chocolate in New Hampshire. So it's really, you'll understand why I'm featuring that specific chocolate company on Thursday, but I won't say much more. Thank you so much, everyone. Remember to stay home and eat chocolate, and if you want to keep up with everything that I'm doing, check out 37chocolates.com and sign up to the newsletter. Thank you so much. Bye.